means it is not utilized to every study of a drug. Next, second is the physiological model. These models are also known as physiologically based pharmacokinetic model because it is totally based upon the physiological and anatomical characteristics of the organs. So, they present a more realistic picture of a drug disposition in a various organs and tissues. The number of compartments in this model depends upon the disposition characteristics of a drug. Tissue with the similar perfusion properties are categorized or grouped into the single component or compartment. Example, liver, lungs, brain and kidney. They are grouped into the one compartment, that is, they are rapidly equilibrating tissue, while muscles and adipose tissues are slowly equilibrating tissue. So, by this a flow chart we can understand. So, lung, heart, liver, kidney and this other highly perfused tissues are arranged in a one group, but less perfused tissue, that is gut, and these other are arranged in a one group. So here we can see there is a direction of flow of a drug. This is Q, which is denoted by Q, that is QL to the QG, that is from a lung, the flow of from a lung to the gut. So this is QL minus QG. This is, we can see here, liver, from a gut to a liver. So here we can see from a arterial blood vessel to the kidney and from kidney to the venous blood supply, that is QK, that is KE elimination. So what is Km? Km is nothing but it is a rate constant for the hepatic elimination. K is the first order rate constant for urinary excretion, and HPT is nothing but the other highly perfused tissue. So these are totally based upon a physiological models or physiological and anatomically models. So they are totally describes the how much amount of drugs is entering into the different physiological organs which are present into the body and exiting from them. Since the rate of drug carried to the tissue organ and tissue drug uptakes are depends upon rate of blood flow to the organ, means how many blood is flowing to that organ, which shows or which can depends. Next, tissue or blood partition coefficient, it is also one of the physicochemical characteristics which are important for this one. So this physiological models are also again categorized into the two types, that is blood flow rate limited model, means which is totally limited or restricted to the blood flow rate. These models are based upon assumptions that the drug movement within a body region is much more rapid than its rate of delivery to that region by a perfusion blood. Means here the assumption is that the drug is movement within the body region. Whenever the drug is moving toward the body region is much more rapid when we are assuming than its rate of delivery to that region. So it is called as perfusion rate limited models. Next, the example, those drugs which is having a highly lipophilic in nature, that is having high molecular weight, poorly ionized and highly lipophilic. Example, thiopental comes under these types. Second one is the membrane permeation rate limited model. So these models are more complex and applicable to the highly polar and water soluble, ionized and charged drugs. In this, cell membrane act as a barrier which restricts the entry of drug concentration into the cell for the drug that gradually permeates by the diffusion, also called as diffusion limited models. So what are the advantages of this physiological model? Mathematically treatment is straightforward here. Next, since it is a realistic approach, the model is suitable whether a tissue drug concentration and binding are known. So Disadvantages: obtaining the experimental data is very exhaustive process in physiological model. Prediction of individual dosing is difficult. The number of data point is less and pharmacokinetic parameter to be assessed. Next and finally is the non-compartment analysis. So it is also called as model independent method. It does not require the assumptions of the specific compartment model, means it is not dependent upon the compartment. So this concept includes or based upon that the drugs or metabolites follow the linear kinetics, means those drugs which follows the linear kinetics, and this basis these techniques can be applied to any compartment model. It is based upon a statistical movements theory, includes the collection of all the experimental data following a single dose of drugs. Means as soon as if a patient receives a single dose, whatever the experimental data is we give or we can get, they are collected. So they are mathematically expressed by MRT is equal to, means mean residence time is equal to AUMC by AUC. So what is MRT? Mean residence time, and AUMC is nothing but area under the first moment curve, and AUC is here area under the zero moment curve. So AUMC is obtained from plotting of a product of a plasma drug concentration and time, that is CT versus time from a 0 to infinity. Here we can see that is area under the first moment curve from 0 to infinity, that is concentration and time versus the overall time. This is equation number 9.20. So area under the zero moment curve is obtained from a plot of plasma drug concentration versus the time from 0 to infinity, that is AUC is equal to 0 to infinity C into dt, equation number 9.21. So here we can see practically the AUMC and AUC can be calculated by the trapezoidal rule. So trapezoidal rule is nothing but distributing or equilibrating into equal lines, that is curve under to the equal lines or categorizing into the equal lines is nothing but the trapezoidal rule. So this method involves dividing the curve by a series of vertical lines into a number of trapezoids, calculating the area of each trapezoids and adding them together. ये सभी को क्या किया जाता है, इक्वल में डिवाइड किया जाता है और फाइनली इसको क्या किया जाता है, कलेक्ट किया जाता है. सो हियर वी कैन सी द फिगर एरिया अंडर द zero moment curve and area under the first moment plot. So here they are trapezoidally equally distributed. The time versus concentration, the time interval T1, T2, T3 and T4. So AUC at zero moment curve T2 minus T1 bracket close into C1 plus C2 divided by 2. So AUC here, what is here, that is T4 minus, this is T4 minus T3 into bracket C3 divided by 2. So mean residence time is nothing but it is the average amount of time spent by the drug in the body before being eliminating. And what are the applications of this? It is widely used in the estimating the important pharmacokinetic parameters like bioavailability, clearance and apparent volumes of distribution and half-life. So what are the advantages of this non-compartment model? Easy of derivations